Today, we travel back more than 2,100 years to witness a turning point that forever changed the destiny of Vietnam. It was the tragic fall of the Kingdom of Nanyue, the first independent state ever to rule this land, and the beginning of 1,000 years under Chinese domination. But how did a kingdom once powerful enough to stand equal to the Han Empire collapse in only a few decades? Who was responsible? And what truly happened in its final days? This is the story of ambition, betrayal, and the loss of independence. Welcome to 1,000 Years of Shadows. Nanyue, known in Chinese as Zhao Tuo, not originally Vietnamese. He was a northern general, sent by the Qin dynasty to govern the southern frontier of Ling. When the Qin collapsed into chaos, he saw an opportunity. With shrewd strategy and military control, he declared independence in 207 BCE and founded a new kingdom, Nam Việt, or Nanyue, with its capital at Nanyue, today's Guangzhou. His realm stretched from modern northern Vietnam to southern China. Nanyue was both a statesman and a strategist, balancing diplomacy with strength, maintaining peace with the Han while fiercely protecting his sovereignty. Under his rule, Nanyue prospered strong army, growing economy, and, above all, an unyielding spirit of independence. Yet, the legacy he built would not endure. Those who inherited his throne would fail to guard what he had created. Generations changed, and with them, vision faded. Trio H, grandson of Trio A, was born into comfort, a prince raised in luxury within the palaces of Nanyue. He had never seen war nor understood the fragile balance with the mighty Han Empire. When Emperor Wu of Han, one of China's most ambitious rulers, rose to power in 141 BCE, he began an era of aggressive expansion. One of his key targets, bringing Nanyue back under imperial control. Han envoys arrived with honeyed words: abandon your imperial title, accept vassal status, and send your son to Chang'an. As a pledge of loyalty, naively seeking peace, 3. Uache agreed, renouncing the independence his grandfather had fought so hard to preserve. He sent his son, Triuanati, to the Han court as a hostage. That decision, meant to prevent war, opened the gates to cultural infiltration and political submission. The first fatal step toward the kingdom's downfall. In Chang'an, the Yunnan Hati was dazzled by Han civilization's wealth, literature, and imperial grandeur. He grew detached from his roots and forgot the ideals of independence his grandfather had embodied. There, he married a Han woman, Lady Siyu, and had a son, Treyu. Haching when Treyu, Ache, died. Anti returned to Nanyue, asking Trey, Umin Hu, Inge, in 122 BC, but his heart no longer belonged to Nam Việt. He ruled as a Han aristocrat rather than a sovereign king. The court fractured. On one side, a pro-Han faction led by the king and his Han queen. On the other, patriots veterans, loyal to Trehu's dream of independence. Tension grew like a crack in stone, waiting to split the kingdom apart. And when Trio Min Vibang died, power fell into the hands of a woman who would change history forever. Real power now belonged to Empress Dowager Si, the Han mother of the child king Tri, Uache, Ng. 4. Nanyue was not a homeland but a distant, uncivilized frontier. Her heart remained with the Han Empire. At the Han court, she maintained a secret liaison with a diplomat named An Guoshao Gui, whose influence turned her loyalty entirely northward. Under his persuasion, she proposed a shocking plan to submit internally to merge Nanyue into Han territory. In essence, a surrender. The news struck the Nanyue court like thunder. Veteran ministers who had once fought beside Trio saw it as the ultimate betrayal. At Dered stood Alestia Ilgia, the loyal chancellor who would soon become a national martyr. Alestia vehemently opposed the Empress Dowager's proposal. He pleaded with her to remember the kingdom's ancestors and the freedom they had died for, but she refused, blinded by ambition and affection for her Han lover. Realizing words would not save the nation, Alestia acted. In 112 BCE, Elida Palescope executing the Empress Dowager, her lover Guo Xiaogui, and the puppet king tree, Uache-NG. He enthroned another royal prince, Triukin Gisi Zhao Giande, and swore to fight the Han Empire to the end. His rebellion was both noble and doomed, the final desperate stand of a fading kingdom, and it gave Emperor Wu exactly the excuse he needed to launch a full-scale invasion. In 111 BCE, a colossal Han army over 100,000 strong advanced by land and sea toward Nanyue, Elegia, and Kinki Ine Siraliad. Their forces and thousands of citizens fought bravely to defend their homeland, but the odds were hopeless. Years of internal decay had drained the kingdom's unity and strength. The Han forces were disciplined, well-armed, and led with ruthless precision. The resistance collapsed. Panyu fell. Elesgia and the last king fled south but were captured and executed. After nearly a century of existence, the kingdom of Nanyue was erased. Its lands divided into 9 Han communes. They lost their independence, not to force alone, but to complacency, division, and the abandonment of identity. When the will to remain free fades, even the strongest walls crumble. From this moment, Vietnam entered 1,000 years of foreign rule, a millennium of resistance, adaptation, and survival. Before independence was finally restored in the 10th century, the fall of Nanyue is more than a tragedy. It is a warning that the strength of a nation lies in unity and in the courage to preserve its soul. Thank you for watching this first episode of 1,000 Years of Shadows. If you found this story meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to explore more untold chapters of Vietnam's history. See you in the next episode.